I was doing time in the universal mind. I was feeling fine. I was turning keys, I was setting people free. I was doing alright.
Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. It's Gemini season, or at least we're at the end of Gemini season. I will admit though, I have struggled to understand Geminis. You guys have such a complex mind. So we have had some prominent lunar energy from Gemini and Sagittarius, as they are both in detriment of each other. I've tried to spend a bit of time trying to understand Gemini. That was what my goal was, because it was definitely a sign that I've had less experience with. I know people online that are Geminis, but I don't know anyone personally. The signs I know a lot about are because they're the people that I'm surrounding myself with most. Spent the day researching and understanding just how you guys work, you gems work. Are really in-depth thinkers. Communication is such an important way of understanding for you guys. Very intellectual. Probably the biggest intellects of all the air signs. You learn a lot by adapting to other people, and I think that's something that I found really interesting. Is they're very social, and they can go from being very external with how they speak to very internal very quickly. Someone said that to me. Analyzing information. Geminis in particular are super adaptive, very social. I think the reason why they're like this is because they like to understand all walks of people. Sagittarius being their opposite sign. Sagittarius like to find their truth, the truth within the world, but their placement in the world and how their truth affects the world's truth, whereas Gemini just want to find the truth of everything. They're a very creative sign. By understanding this energy, I've been trying to be more social. I found myself being more creative, connecting with lots of people, and by looking at my birth chart and seeing my Gemini and Sagittarius house placements, it's really put things into perspective for me and helped me understand what this season is trying to teach me. So I finally got around to doing some journaling last night because I've been so busy, which I think is another thing adding to this Gemini season, because I've been so busy catching up with people, exams, studying, working, like just being so busy. Like my mind's being at several different places all at once. So I think it's been so crazy because doing these videos allows me to really like analyze what I felt this season, and Taurus was very much like leisure, looking after myself, you know, self-love, whereas this has been like exploration, like even just studying for exams and like really like going deeper within the information. It was just, I don't know, I feel like I've been a lot more knowledgeable and like open to knowledge, more on a analytical level. I don't know if I'm using the right term. So yeah, I will have a look what I wrote, because I wrote this all last night because I finally got some time to just meditate. Also, because my mind's just been going, I didn't realize like until a couple of days ago, like I need to meditate. I didn't meditate in a few weeks because I didn't end up doing a Gemini new moon ritual, which sucks, but I don't know, when you just don't have the time, you just don't have the time. And sometimes there's going to be so many moon phases throughout my lifetime that it's okay if you miss one. It's okay if you miss a few. I think I've taken a lot more responsibility. I've grown. Also, the last Scorpio full moon within Taurus season, I was feeling such a deep transformative, like there's something going on. Like I would wake up in the morning and I feel like I've outgrown my childhood home. I would wake up in the morning and feel a sense of, you know, I've outgrown this home and I need to go on to my next place, my next phase. And it was so prominent, and because Taurus rules home. And funnily enough, now thinking about it, a lot of my horoscopes from last month were saying like you could be feeling the need to go into a new home. So now like putting the pieces together, like it's really interesting. Whereas this season I felt the urge to just be an adult, like get shit done, like have structure in my life, and look at the long term of like what I want to do with my life. And the Sag energy I've written, growth, evolving, action, adventure, your truth, becoming the person you've dreamt of becoming. And I feel like I'm constantly, like, that's my goal, to keep evolving, keep becoming a new version of yourself, even every single day, learning new things about yourself. Like, you never stop learning, like, especially looking over things that isn't working in my life is so helpful, because then I can reevaluate, taking that responsibility, structuring my life, and this is what's going to work for me. Even my YouTube has kicked off, like, drastically. Like, it's obviously not extreme level from an outsider's point of view, but from my point of view, seeing the notifications, seeing the messages, like, there's definitely been a prominent influx of that. And because Gemini and Mercury, ruling planets, I feel like me having the ability to communicate to you guys my ideas and my thoughts is being very prominent recently. And I feel like this season has just activated that, and things have just skyrocketed. And it's crazy, because now I'm thinking, what's my intentions with YouTube? What am I wanting to do? And because I feel like my purpose in life is to teach and to nurture people, I feel like that is something as a hobby I can put through YouTube, my videos. Like, I want to help people, and because I'm studying to be a teacher, I feel like I'm learning to connect with people, and I feel like I'm learning to accept people, I'm learning to adapt to people. It's just crazy to me, all these things I'm learning. I'm learning every single day, and I just have not had a second to sit and think until last night, like, what is going on? And Gemini rules my second house of money making. It says that I'm going to earn money from all different sources, but there was an Aries placement saying that I'm going to have difficulty saving money, and money's just going to go, and I'm going to have a real problem. And that ended, that cycle ended. It was March, April this year was when I started to have money coming in, and it being quite steady, and being able to save and not spend. And if I was to spend, I wasn't going to be broke. And I think from last year, being broke and being so lucky to still live at home, yeah, it's just crazy how it can go with big 360. And even Sagittarius rules my 8th house, which is sex, death and transformation, and me looking at my life, what I want to make of my life. And I feel such a deep transformation going on. Like, I'm becoming an adult, I'm becoming responsible for so many things in my life, and I want to do it right, and I want to be safe. I want to make sure that I can live out of home and sustain myself. It's just crazy, like, becoming an adult, there's so much shit you have to know. Like, I'm talking to my parents, like, even my car was beeping yesterday going, oil needs changing, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So it's just like adulting, you know. I'm socializing a lot more, and being able to balance that, and just, you know, getting yourself out and being like, I need to go out. Even just catching up with some of our friends, and I've seen so many people I haven't seen in so long, and it just warms my heart so much. And connecting with you guys on Instagram, and I remember a while ago I'd be like, send me a DM, I want to talk to you guys, and now there's just so many messages, I just cannot get my head around it. And I'm so sorry if I haven't replied to one of your messages. It's just overwhelming how many messages I get, and I want to reply with so much love to every single one of you, but I have to live, I have to attend to my life. So unfortunately I just don't have enough time in the day to do that. So I'm very sorry, but thank you so much for connecting with me, because it's given me more responsibility. It's given me, you know, the urge to be like, I can help people, I inspire people, and you know, this is helping me on my pathway as well. It's crazy how things just come into your life and it fits, and it just is so right. Like, even in my course, I was sitting and listening to a lecture, and they said teaching is an art. You are here to nurture and guide these children to their own learning capabilities. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. Like, that's exactly, I'm like, I was sitting in the lecture thinking, this is why I'm here. I was sitting there thinking, like, I've just had like an epiphany. You know what? It's weird, because I was fully gonna sit down here and think of things to talk to you about favorites, like things I've been loving this season. But you know what? I've learnt more this season. One thing I did want to mention in this video though is my new sewing machine. I fully like got it working yesterday. I bought myself a desk so I could sew in my room, the comfort of my room. It's beautiful. And I made Jamie this amazing little tote bag. He wanted a bag just for work, so he picked up the fabric. I made that for him all yesterday, so it took me about 2.5–3 hours to make this, which wasn't bad. But I would say while I was making it, I think if I knew my sewing machine I would have made it a lot quicker. But I'm really excited to give that to him tomorrow. You know, using my spare time efficiently and like sewing is so, like, I also want to learn how to crochet. I'll show you my bag I made for myself. So this is the little green bag I made. It's super handy. I used to just love little handbags or like little bags, but when you go out and about, an umbrella, a drink bottle, like you just need a bag. And I love this bag. I'm definitely gonna have to redo the strap, like the handles. They're a bit thin, but you know what? I'm really proud of it. I think it's such a sweet little bag. And next I'm gonna make Jamie some pants. I want to try and make myself a dress, a skirt. We'll give it a go. And I think once I get more confident, maybe I'll sit down and show you guys how to make flares one day, because they're super easy, but we'll see. I think as well, Geminis are very open to other people and learning off people. I wouldn't say Geminis are particularly closed-minded. They're like lifelong learners. They want to learn what you have to offer. They want to listen to you because they want to learn off you. I'm just remembering all these people on Instagram I follow, and now I'm understanding like their posts are so deep and meaningful and beautiful art that's from their, you know, the workings of their mind. So I really admire that. Someone actually painted me. They posted a creative little video of the process of them using me as a muse. Like, it was a portrait of me, but it was a portrayal of their transformation, their spiritual growth, and it was just beautiful. I was tearing up watching it, so I'll put that up here somewhere. It was just amazing, and I know I'm so grateful that you guys say I inspire you, because you guys inspire me ultimately. It's just, I don't know, I'm very, very happy, and I feel like I could go on and on and on and on, but I don't want to make this a long video. Maybe I want to just share some of my manifestations just to end off the video. The question I keep asking myself is, who do I want to be from today? So every single day you want to keep on initiating some sort of goal. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to be? I subconsciously grow towards that, and I think that's how you manifest as well. And like law of attraction, the energy you put out is the energy you attract, and I've been very conscious of that the last few years as well. Maybe even just the last year, to be quite honest. Like, I wouldn't say the last few years. My manifestations, I want to help others to the best of my ability. Even just something as simple as helping mum with dinner. I hate cooking, but the other week Jamie offered to cook, which then led to me cooking and mum having to help me, because I don't know a thing about cooking. Like, I'm useless. Don't feel like you have to do everything. You're only human. Keep socializing and connecting because it makes you happy. Allow the bad days to just be, and let the good days remain tainted. I love to take photos on happy days. Like, there's a photo, actually the photos I'm wearing this outfit. I was with some of my really good friends, Gray and Kaz, and like I love that day. Like, I keep remembering just how happy we were, and I took so many photos that day, and I love just going over that day in my brain, as well as the vlog you guys saw with me and Jamie celebrating our 2 years. I just go over that day because I was so happy, and because I remember those days so prominently, I forget the bad days. There's no point in remembering those days and letting them simmer, because they only teach you things, and it's the things that they teach you, what you learn from yourself through that experience is what is worthwhile. And I just want to work on some things spiritually. I want to meditate at least once a week. I need to make time at least once a week because it just makes me feel so good. Reality shifts. So these reality shifts happen in very small ways, but I just have to allow them to happen. Focus on relationships. Construct a world outside of work. I want to have lots of different outlets for me to expand outwards into, so then I have lots of things to think about. Trust my gut, journal thoughts more, empathize, love, and have compassion. I'm very happy at the moment. I'm really excited for Cancer season. When I had my cards read earlier in the year, they did say a big project was going to happen about July. A collaborative project. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little chatty video. I know it's not a monthly favorites video, but it's just my thoughts and how I felt and what I've learned. Feel free to look through all my old videos. A lot of you have been asking about astrology tips and how to start. Go watch my spiritual journey video. That's everything you need to know, how to get you started. So definitely go watch that. I'm gonna start an astrology series, I hope, so keep in tune for that. I'm just trying to structure it well because there's so much information. I want to structure it so then you're getting everything you need to know, and it's not confusing, because I don't want to make them and then they just be really confusing. Thank you guys so much for watching. You are awesome. I'm sending so much love and light to you all. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like. Leave me a comment. I love reading them. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. This is my cat the whole time I was filming that video.